What if I told you there is a bird that can fall asleep in the sky without ever landing, without closing its eyes, and without losing control? Imagine gliding over oceans, through storms, across continents, while a part of your brain sleeps and another part stays awake to keep you alive. Sounds impossible, right? But nature has written a secret chapter, one that science has only recently begun to understand. While most animals must stop moving to rest, some birds have discovered another way, a form of aerial sleep. No nest, no branch, not even solid ground, just sky, instinct, and a remarkable ability hidden deep in the brain. How can a bird sleep without falling? Does it truly rest, or does it enter something between sleep and survival? Could this be one of the most unique biological adaptations ever recorded? Tonight, we explore this mystery above the clouds, a journey through migration, memory, survival, and the astonishing secret of how birds sleep while flying. If this kind of discovery fascinates you, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and telling me in the comments which bird mystery you'd like to explore next. And if you want to keep learning after this video, don't miss the ebook in the description and pinned comment, The Ultimate Bird Facts Collection, 30 Surprising Truths. Now, let's begin. To understand how a bird can sleep while flying, we first need to look inside its brain. Humans, like most mammals, shut down both hemispheres of the brain when sleeping, making complete rest possible, but leaving us almost defenseless. Birds, however, developed a different solution. Many species, including swifts and frigate birds, are capable of unihemispheric sleep. It means one half of their brain goes to sleep while the other stays awake, alert, and in control of flight. One eye closes, one eye remains open. They can glide, adjust their wings, sense wind direction, and detect danger, all while technically asleep. These sleep sessions are extremely short, sometimes lasting only seconds, but repeated hundreds of times throughout a long flight. It's not deep rest like we know, but something between sleep and survival. Nature, in this case, engineered rest not as a pause, but as a delicate balance. Half asleep, half awake, fully alive. Flying for hours or even weeks requires more than just wings. For a bird to sleep in the air, its entire body must be built for endurance. The swift, one of the masters of aerial sleep, has long, narrow wings designed for gliding with minimal effort. Instead of constantly flapping, it uses rising air currents to stay aloft, almost like a living glider. Its heart beats incredibly efficiently, pumping oxygen without consuming too much energy. Even its bones are adapted, hollow, light, but strong enough to resist wind pressure. During long flights, metabolism slows down slightly, allowing the bird to conserve energy while still maintaining essential functions. And unlike most animals, swifts can regulate their body temperature even while sleeping mid-flight, preventing exhaustion. Everything from wing structure to respiration and energy management is optimized for motion without rest. It's not just flying, it's living in the air, with a body shaped by survival. To imagine how birds sleep while flying, we often picture them high in the clouds, but in reality, they choose very specific air layers. These birds climb to higher altitudes at dusk, sometimes up to 2,000 meters, where the air is calmer, drier, and safer from predators. In these upper layers, wind currents are more stable, allowing them to glide smoothly with little effort. This is where unihemispheric sleep quietly begins. Their wings lock into a gliding position, their bodies stabilize, and their flight path becomes almost automatic. One side of the brain rests while the other keeps them airborne. Scientists discovered this by attaching lightweight GPS and brain monitors to swifts, which recorded slow, controlled glides for hours during the night. They don't sleep while flapping, but while gliding, where movement demands the least energy. The sky is not just their path, it becomes their temporary bed. Unlike humans, birds do not sleep for long stretches. Instead, they take tiny fragments of sleep, called microsleeps, lasting just a few seconds each. But these moments happen hundreds, sometimes thousands of times in a single night. In each microsleep, one half of the brain enters a light rest state, restoring just enough energy to maintain function. Then, the sides switch, allowing both hemispheres to get rest over time, but never at the same moment. Remarkably, even during these short sleep bursts, the active half of the brain continues managing wing position, altitude, and direction. Their eyes also play a role. The eye connected to the awake hemisphere stays open, watching the horizon, while the other closes. It's not deep sleep like in a nest, but a survival-oriented form of rest. Light, fragmented, efficient. Not made for comfort, but for endurance. In the sky, sleep becomes a tool, not a pause. Without landing for weeks, how does a bird get energy to survive? Surprisingly, they don't eat while sleeping in the air, but they prepare before and after. Before migration, swifts feed intensely, storing fat reserves that act like natural fuel. During flight, they hunt insects in the air, especially at lower altitudes where swarms are carried by wind currents. These tiny insects carry not just nutrients, but also moisture, helping birds stay hydrated without needing to drink directly from water sources. Their metabolism is extremely efficient, extracting water from food through chemical processes inside their bodies. And when energy runs low, they glide rather than flap, conserving strength. They stay light, but never empty. Their body is a flying engine designed to refuel from the air itself through insects, wind, and clever biology. High above the ground, survival is not about comfort, but precision. Sleeping in the air is impressive, but finding the way without getting lost is even more extraordinary. Birds like swifts do not simply wander. They navigate with astonishing precision even while part of their brain is asleep. Scientists believe they combine multiple tools: the sun's position during the day, the stars at night, Earth's magnetic field, air pressure, wind patterns, and even scents carried in the atmosphere. Their brain builds a kind of sky map, storing memories of routes, winds, and places they have never even seen from the ground. This map allows them to adjust their direction, change altitude, and avoid bad weather, even while gliding half asleep. It's not just instinct, but a form of learning and memory shaped by generations. While humans need satellites to cross oceans, these tiny birds do it with nothing but wings, wind, and a mind perfectly tuned to the sky. It may seem risky to sleep in the air, but for some birds, the sky is actually the safest place to rest. On the ground, they face predators, bad weather, competition for nesting spots, and even human disturbance. But high above, there are no foxes, snakes, or humans. No noise, no sudden danger, only wind and space. At night, when predators are most active, swifts and similar birds climb to higher altitudes where visibility is low, winds are stable, and gliding requires almost no energy. In the darkness, their half-awake brain still detects changes in wind or movement, instantly alert if danger appears. Instead of hiding, they avoid. Instead of building walls, they trust the sky. In a world full of threats, their greatest safety is not protection, but distance. Some birds don't just sleep in the sky, they live there. A swift may spend up to 10 months a year in continuous flight without landing once. It eats in the air, drinks from moisture and tiny droplets in clouds, sleeps while gliding, and even socializes mid-flight with its flock. Scientists have recorded young swifts that leave the nest and do not touch the ground again for nearly 2 years. In the air, they learn to hunt, travel, avoid storms, and even choose their future nesting locations by observing landscapes from above. Their entire life is designed for motion. Landing is not their normal state, it is the exception. While most animals rest on land and only occasionally move, these birds rest in movement. In them, flight is not just a skill, it is their way of existing. No bird can stay in the sky forever, not even the ones built for it. Age, storms, injuries, or exhaustion eventually force them to land. As their bodies grow older, their wings lose efficiency, their energy reserves drop faster, and their brain can no longer manage perfect unihemispheric sleep. In extreme weather, they may descend to seek shelter on water surfaces, cliffs, or even human structures. Their final landing is often not dramatic. It is simply quiet. Some rest and recover. Some never take off again. But what makes their story remarkable is not how it ends, but how long it lasts. These birds do not measure life by years, but by the sky they have crossed, the winds they have mastered, and the thousands of nights they have slept while flying. Their legacy is not in where they land, but how long they stayed above. High above the ground, where the world is silent and winds become the only sound, some birds discovered a way to rest without ever stopping. They challenged the rule that every living creature must pause to survive. Instead, they turned movement into rest, endurance into sleep, and the sky into both a pathway and a shelter. Their story reminds us that survival is not always about strength, but adaptation. Sleep does not always happen in nests, safety does not always exist on land, and life does not always follow the patterns we expect. Some creatures live in ways that seem impossible until we look closer. And now that you know how a bird can sleep in flight, the question remains, what other secrets are still hidden above us? If you'd like to keep exploring the wonders of the bird world, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and telling me which mystery you'd love to uncover next. And if you want to go deeper, don't miss the ebook in the description and pinned comment, The Ultimate Bird Facts Collection, 30 Surprising Truths. The sky still has stories to tell.